We're live. We think. I can't hear Caleb anymore.
Caleb at all.
Oh, you muted yourself, Caleb.
Oh no.
Caleb,
This
you
is the
muted
answer.
yourself. It says you muted yourself. Can you hear us, Caleb? Caleb, raise your hand if you hear us.
He can hear
But it
us.
says on
I'm
my
telling you
end it
that.
says guest has muted themselves.
Let's do
That's
it.
what
Let's
it
do this whole
says.
episode in mime.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop you out. You're gonna come back in. It's like the old days. I'm feeling excited a little. It's just to bring people back to the beginning.
It's good. We don't have to
It's
pad as much now. This is like a whole 10 minutes worth of content at the beginning. It's great.
That's right. We would be just wasting people's time anyway. Now we can just jump right into it. Here he is. He's coming back. Let's
Or
see what happens.
pricker pickles. Hey, we're
Prickers.
back.
Hey,
Sorry.
watch the words. Watch what you're saying there, kid.
Yeah, I
Come
didn't touch
on.
anything. I didn't touch anything.
No.
It wasn't muted.
No
But,
user error
okay, so
at
we're
all.
having issues, folks. Thanks for dealing with all the nonsense. And welcome to another episode. So let's get into it. We're 8 minutes past the hour of 5. Joined by the two beautiful gentlemen below, Jem Schofield, who runs this channel, and sweet dude, and then
Sweet
Mr.
dude.
Gorgeous Ben Barden.
Oh,
With the purple background today. Good to see you, gentlemen.
Good to see you
What are you
too.
guys doing in the chat? How's everybody doing this evening? Let us know. Also, let us know what you're sipping on this evening, and we're just gonna get right into it, boys and girls. First and
Gosh.
foremost, I guess before we get to the most important part of the show, another important part of the show is saying everybody on the West Coast, everybody who can't see the sun or the blue sky, thinking about you guys, praying for you guys, love you
Appreciate
guys.
appreciate
Hang in
it.
there. Brutal stuff. Really feel awful for everything that's going down out there. On top of everything else that is going down here in 2020. So, to
Yes.
ease everyone's minds and just kind of, kick back, distract ourselves from the world around us, we're going to talk about gear and we're going to sip on some stuff while we're talking. Let's start today with Ben. Ben, what are we drinking this evening?
So this is a kind of Caleb-esque level of bottle. You see, this is
Yes.
the dregs. This is Metaxa. I've drunk this before on here, which is a Greek kind of brandy. It's very good, very nice with
Did
this
you
little
say
bit of ice
Greek?
on AFK.
Did you say Greek? How much have
I
you
know
have
it's
you had
Greek.
of that
I don't know
already?
about you, Jim.
Greek brandy.
Greek.
Okay.
Greek. Smoke in your ears. Right. Okay. I'm gonna put a little ice. That's all with this.
Okay, very
I'm
nice.
gonna finish it. Why not? Okay. All right. That's me.
Beautiful. All right, Jem.
Yes. So yesterday was my celebratory annual day, whatever you call that, date of birth. So I had some scotch
Ooh, I missed your
yesterday.
birthday. Dadgummit.
I had some.
Put that
I
down
had
the
some
calendar.
scotch yesterday, and I didn't have a lot actually. But today, I'm kind of on a little bit of a let's be a little healthier until the pizza oven shows up. So you can decide what's inside of here, but really all that's in here is a glass of water, and that's what I'm drinking today. Sorry, I'm
What
just gonna be
the
honest.
actual fuck? You serious? You're
Yeah.
drinking water?
Hey, we'll talk about that later on. It might be vodka,
Okay.
and maybe I'm
No,
drinking
it's not
vodka.
though, is it?
I don't know.
Um,
Maybe it's vodka. Maybe I'm just have I have been known to drink vodka neat.
this
So
is
we'll
a
see how much I
slippery
have.
slope, Schofield.
No, it's not. It's all good.
Tuesday, September 15th.
Oh boy.
All right.
All right,
No
Mr.
doubt.
Caleb
Carrot
Pike.
juice next
Let's what
All
are you
right.
drinking, sir?
So this is new for me.
Oh.
Jefferson's.
It's a bourbon. Oh, yes, I've heard. I
Yep.
never had. Is it good?
Beautiful
really,
bottle.
really nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
great color. It's a very small batch, it says. Blend of straight bourbon whiskeys. 82.3 proof. And nice bottle, great cork, and I opened this a couple of days ago, and I'm really digging it. Nice,
Nice.
Mr.
Nice. Oh
Mr.
yeah, look at
Jefferson
that.
himself.
Oh, speaking of a bourbon and David Carroll, he's saying, because he's our resident sound engineer today, that your audio sounds a little lower than mine and Ben's. So maybe come up just a
Okay.
scotch on your level.
And we're going Scotch. There we go. That's
Wow.
a Scotch.
Yeah, I would say
Yeah,
don't
that
go
sounds-
any louder than that. All right, good. All right, good.
Okay.
Ridiculous. I have seen Arrival 3 times since the last time I was able to watch the live stream. I love it. Yeah, well, why wouldn't you? Just keep watching it. Have you seen the trailer for Dune? Come on. He could screw it all up because that's a mammoth book that just can, we won't get into that. But it looks great, of course. And it's not Deakins. It's, what's his name? Oh, my God. He worked on Mandalorian and a gazillion other films, and he's actually shooting The Batman right now. But I believe he's the one that is the DP for the new Dune movie.
Nice.
Maybe I'm wrong.
All right. Let's get right
I
into
might
it.
be.
Almost quarter past. And this week we're going to be talking about, or doing another gear challenge. It's been a while.
Yes.
We have one other participant who jumped on this, David, right?
David Carroll, yes.
Right on. Perfect. Sweet. So here's the deal. You saw it in the description maybe, but this is a $15,000 kit. Has to fit in a backpack. And kind of a one-man band, hybrid photo, video, gig, right? So we're not focusing on, stands, grip, lighting, etc. So this one, first and foremost, I'll just say it felt a little too easy this time around.
Same.
Maybe we should have forced ourselves
Way too much.
into,
Well, you started with
Yeah.
$20,000, and
I
that was
know.
just
I know.
redonk.
I know.
I filled my bag and it was like 11. What else am I going to
I
put
know.
in this bag?
So this
Hey, Wait, hold on. The Barbarian is here. A great name,
The
by the way.
Barbarian.
Up there
Phenomenal.
with Grumpy Penguin and some of the other greats. And greetings.
Small Brown Fox.
Finally caught it live. You're here.
Welcome,
You're
dude.
here.
Or lady.
Welcome for catching it live. And thanks for being here. Good.
Very good. All right. So, I'm also going to admit that I feel somewhat ashamed almost and dirty about my list.
You should.
I went very not Caleb. Usually I try to find some weird way to go
I went
about
so
it.
I went so Gem. It's ridiculous.
You did?
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
I wonder
I
if
don't
we're
feel
all gonna
dirty.
end up with the exact. As I was building the list, I'm like, we're all gonna have the same thing. I think. So
I haven't seen your list. I just loaded up your PDFs.
Okay.
I have not even seen your
Right.
kit. Yeah.
So with all of that, let's go ahead and dive right in. And how do you guys
Okay.
want to do this? Should we go Ben Gem me or me Ben Gem?
I'll go towards the end and then David.
Okay,
I
so
think.
I'll just be a greedy host and I'll go first. Then
Beautiful.
Ben,
Okay.
Ben Gem, then David.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do that.
do that
Okay.
It's still saying your audio's a little low. Give me a level right now, Caleb.
Check. Testing 1, 2.
You sound
It's looking pretty good to. I mean, it's feeling pretty good to me. You could go a little bit louder, but I would say, or maybe
just bring
Ben
my
and I
mic a
could
touch
go a little
closer.
lower. Then we could go
There
a
you
little
go.
lower. There we go. All right, I feel good.
I
think everybody can hear.
speakers are on.
Ooh, naughty. Well,
That's a
you
no-no,
do
I
feel
know.
dirty with your speakers on. Let's go. Let's. Should I load it up?
All right. I suppose I
yeah.
should have it up on my end.
All right, Shovik. This is an early morning gear challenge for you. Let's go. I'm gonna load it up. Boom! $14,905.61. Shipping is free to the continental United States of America. Maybe to the to all 50. I don't know about that. No, it's not. Because trust me, I just bought a hard drive for somebody in Hawaii, and it cost me a bucket load more. and I'm excited about this one, Caleb. And yours is formatted
All
so
right.
much nicer than mine. But wait a minute. How am I going to the next page? I don't see my next page thing.
Well, that's a
Uh-oh.
perfect segue into today's sponsor, Affinity by Serif. I'm just kidding.
Yes.
But their publisher app is awesome. If you do PDFs and like proposals and stuff, so
Today's
easy.
sponsor.
So easy.
Ridiculous.
Okay. Someday someone will actually bite, Jim. I'm trying to,
I know you are.
help you.
Hey,
help
you know,
you know.
with my 3
okay.
subscribers on my channel. But here we go. You ready?
All right, here we go.
Sorry,
so
4.
Page
4.
2.
Dun, da, da, da.
We are doing, this is my current backpack of choice. It's not
Yes.
perfect. No backpack or bag is perfect.
No.
But I love this one because it's a great, you can customize it to be fully rigged for, a shoot. Great for stills, great for video. But it doesn't have the traditional dividers, where you like open a bag and there's all the padded dividers and Velcro-y things. It has these kind of custom folding things that you can stick in there. It's kind of hard to explain. What I love is both sides. You have side axis on either side, and then the top lid is the best designed top backpack. I love it. So you can put a camera and a lens in the top, another camera or lenses down low, a gazillion pockets, magnets, hidden compartments to hide passports and stuff. It's the best. So, and it's expandable. So that you see that top lid area, and there's a little pole there. It pops in and latches magnetically, but it has a hard latch as well. It's kind of hard to explain, but that's expandable. So you can actually like put, I would say probably a motorcycle helmet in that top lid almost.
Wow.
And it'll just kind of expand. So the whole bag opens up to the point where you could have it look really top heavy. And then when you're not doing that, it kind of shrinks back down. So the way they design that is amazing. So you can load this thing down if you need to. Super well built. Just love it to pieces.
Yeah.
And then we talked about
cool.
We didn't need tripods, but I had some
Yes.
money left over, and I was like, you know what? This tripod setup I love for travel, and it would work great on the side of a backpack or using the Peak Design straps that come with the backpack. So this is the Cobra 2, and it comes in 2 pieces here. So you can see the top image and the bottom one.
Yeah.
Those connect together. They have their own quick release system that's beautiful. And you can also remove the feet at the bottom. So everything would fit nicely. It's super lightweight, except for the feet. They're kind of beefy. And then the next photo, page 3.
So can I clarify something on the C40
Yes, sir.
extension tube? I'm assuming you don't have to have that. Is it just giving you
do
additional
not.
height? Okay.
Yeah, so the upper image you see there, the C152, that goes up to, I want to say 60 inches. So not quite 6 feet. So if you want that extra, little bit of love, that's where you throw the extension. But then, of course, because they separated it, everything packs down super tiny.
Right. So basically, that would be a piece of kit for you, but not for Ben and I. Hobbits need not apply. Okay, fine. Next.
Right. Or if you're trying to get, eyeliner higher of someone's doll.
Right. I'm here.
Okay.
Right. So next page, we've got the rest
here.
of the system, which is the tripod head, iFootage Komodo, and this has the same quick release system. It works the previous things you guys saw. And what I love is you can snap this head onto just the feet of that previous monopod image. So you can have like essentially kind of like a mini hi-hat. And I've put a lot of weight on those little feet. They're amazing. So don't think Manfrotto feet. These are like on a whole other level. 2 Angelbird 1 terabyte SSDs to go. I have a bunch of these, and they're just the best. Crazy fast. They're actually 256 rated into 0 within that little tiny enclosure. And they have a USB-C.
You mean 2 512s? 2 512s.
I'm sorry, 512s. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And this is
Crazy
a
fast.
USB-C.
USB-C, but do I have one on my desk? Oh, that would have been awesome to show. The USB-C cable actually friction fits inside. So instead of plugging in, it actually, the plastic or the rubber part of the USB-C cable goes inside of the drive. So it's impossible to accidentally unplug it.
Oh, really?
It's amazing. Super high quality. You got to try it and see it in real life to believe it.
So is this something that you are planning for using for backup, or is this something you're planning to stick into a hole in your camera to get footage directly onto?
Well, we'll just have to find out.
Okay.
But you could use it for that, and it's that's what's beautiful about them. They can be anything. You can clamp them onto a camera that has a USB-C recording option, or use them to edit drives, backup stuff. Just stupid fast.
I'd like to just we have a quick question from 360 grad. What's a payload for the Komodo K5? It's 11 pounds with a 5.5 pound counterbalance. So you're just going to have to be careful going too vertical on that thing. It's going to be much better for for camera systems that are low to the ground. Yeah. Good. Okay. Good.
And then wireless Sennheiser. If I was still doing run and gun stuff in unknown situations, like this kit I was thinking of, man on the street interviews, going to concerts, events, you cannot dick around with something that's not going to work. So of all the years of trying everything from Ben's favorite option, which is from DD, I'm just kidding. Sennheiser, the Sennheiser G series has always been there and been solid.
Caleb, this is why I have the slight issues with not the main units on that dirty thing, but the ancillary stuff, the cables and things that supply with it, because the Sennheiser is solid. I've had it for I don't know how many years I've had that thing. I've never ever had an issue with it.
Yeah. I've had a couple of mics go bad, and I kind of feel the same way that you do about the Sennheiser system with the Sony UWP system. That's been like my Rockstar system in terms of stuff. All right.
Okay. Yeah.
So I had a pair of G2s for an ungodly long time. I think up to the G4s.
We're screwed. Gerald's doing the live stream at the same. Oh, for Mugadigi. Just because you're in Canada, man, why are you bugging on us? All right, I'm just kidding. All right, here we go.
Good times.
Next page, or are we ready?
Let's do it. Page 4.
I think we're
all right. Oh, getting into audio even more.
Oh, nice.
We're doing a mic upgrade for that wireless system. Those funky little strange donut-looking weird mics that are stock with the Sennheiser.
Yeah, horrible. The shielding goes on them.
Right.
So, yeah.
Lost your audio for a
the
second there, Ben. Yep. Go ahead.
Microphone NTG5 seems kind of like a good all-arounder. $500, not crazy, not super cheapy, and also moisture resistance. Comes with some other stuff there, and then gotta prepare for wind. So we've got a cheap, never tried it before Wind Buster from Array.
Buster.
And then we can move on to the next page, page 5.
Yes.
Wind Buster.
Is that a match pack I see there? It's a match pack.
That is a match pack. 128 gig, V90 SD card. So that pretty much handles anything that can record video at a high data rate to an SD card.
Yeah.
Pelican
case to hold those. And then we've got
man, you really were struggling to spend budget, weren't you? You've got memory card cases in this kit.
I didn't go that far.
We get together and had this.
Well, I was just in my head building, packing for a shoot, and I was thinking about where am I putting my cards. I'm not gonna just chuck them in.
Okay.
Well, I think we're starting to get some insight because we're seeing 2 different types of memory cards here, so that's interesting. Yeah. And you've got SSDs. What is going on here? It's like Swiss Army knife time.
There's
much
only
budget.
like a
That's
handful of cameras that would use all of this.
Yes.
The next page might be revealing a little bit.
We ready?
Not.
Going?
Yep, page 6.
Okay. Okay. There we
Canon
go.
24 to 105 f4. A F2R adapter.
Interesting. Okay, I see where things might be going. Yeah.
Sigma 18 to 35. 24 to 70, so nothing sexy at all. The Sigma maybe, I suppose, but
a little.
What can you not shoot with this? Sure, a 24 or a 70 to 200 would be nice, but again, I'm trying to think of not this. I feel is even a bit heavy, to be all in one backpack. But
I think so.
If I'm doing more than one camera body, options, right?
Yes.
Right.
And
Jen,
then the last page.
you started off
Oh,
saying it might be heavy. You were wanting to like up the weight limit to like 50 pounds for this whole
Well,
challenge.
in the States it is 50, so that's why I want it. But I know in Europe it's not. It's
Okay.
40. So
All
I
right.
wasn't trying to creep. Look, regardless of what's happening, there's no freaking way that Caleb's bag is going to be at 18 kilos. So we're all gonna.
No.
This is a magic carpet
No
bag
way.
that he's gonna have. That first bag not only can fit a motorcycle helmet, but it can fit clearly like an entire village inside of it. So there's a lot
I
of stuff
can
here.
guarantee that I packed more than everything in this list in that bag without.
Yeah,
any troubles at all.
I'm kind. Yeah. Now, 24 to 70 f 2.8 version 2 is also kind of a Rockstar lens. It's not. It
is.
doesn't have character, but it's sharp. It really, it really holds its own. So I think that Sigma 18 to 35 and that 24 to 70, that's a nice way to go. Okay.
That 24 to 70 is has been my main lens for about a year, and it's
The version 2.
I love it.
It's a Rockstar. It
Correct.
really is.
Version 2.
It's kind of like the Fujifilm lenses. Those are in the category of Rockstar lenses. If you invest in those lenses, you're not going to regret it. Just told a client to make that their main lens for their studio stuff for the C300 Mark III. So I think it's great. Okay, so are we on to the next one?
Page
Because this is the
7.
big reveal.
Here we go.
Okay. Oh my goodness!
You have my bag. You literally have my bag.
That's what I was
Interesting.
afraid
Wow.
of, and I felt awful.
No. I don't mean what I put together for
but-
this. I mean literally, this is what I have now and carry around in my little backpack. EOS R C200
Nice.
and not all those lenses, but generally that is pretty close to what I travel and fly with now. Wow,
Yeah.
interesting.
I was trying to be cute and do maybe like, ooh, what if I did an EVA 1? And I have an S1 from Panasonic. Not the best maybe for video and autofocus, but for stills, it's kind of a rock star. So I was like, oh, what if I just went Panasonic?
It's a brilliant camera. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, but I have the R. My wife and I use it for stills. As a stills camera, it's dynamite.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
It's great as a video
and
camera
then-
too. With limitations.
And if I was going back to like running gun shooting corporate and wanted a small kit, I mean, you got to go C200, I think, right now. At least until we get more information on what's coming up from Canon.
On the 24th.
So not wild about no 10-bit in 4K non-RAW, but again, it's going to get the job done. And that's all you need, which is in that picture. You strip that down. I went with the full kit because, EVF is nice, but you could strip that down and easily that with a lens, even with a monitor, you could fit that in the top of that backpack I showed earlier. And then to wrap it all up, a couple batteries. So the lenses, you can split that across the two and kind of do a hybrid gig.
Yeah.
And that's my kit.
No extra batteries for the EOS R though. You're strictly
Yep, just one. Which I've got $100 in the battery. Throw
But honestly, that EOS R does me an entire day shooting off a single battery. I'm gobsmacked by
those
how
LPE6Ns.
Yeah,
yeah.
even shitty cheap third-party ones go forever on it.
Ooh, you can wasabi that boy and get a whole day for stills.
Yep, not even for video. Honestly, I'm amazed. Yeah.
Oh wow!
Well, you got 3 more kits to get through, so I'm jumping in to say let's keep
speed it
going.
up.
Good kit. All right, here we
Also,
go.
I forgot to cheers. So cheers, gentlemen, and chat. We totally missed
and
that
cheers.
somehow.
Yeah. Slancher.
Maybe vodka. Wait a minute. Aaron's asking for C200 tutorials. They're all on Canon's site for free, and they're a YouTube channel. I did them. It's a 7-part series.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you want to learn about it, you might want to go there. You don't even have to pay for them.
They are
That's
great.
where
They're
you go.
amazing. I sat through all of those when
Amazing,
I
I would
bought
say.
that C200 and just
No,
set it all up.
that's probably along with the C500 Mark II one that I just did for MZ Pro. Those are my 2 favorite camera courses. I think they cover the nitty gritty. Okay, here we go. We're going up to Ben's kit. Here we go.
Yes.
And
Okay.
page 1. Here we are.
All right. So the timber shooter at 24, I have this backpack. It fits under the seat in front on all commercial flights that I've tried with it, and that's including little puddle jumpers as well as proper big airliners.
Yeah.
And the reason I started using this and bought it was because I used to have and still do, and now use it when I'm working locally, a think tank airport. I can't even remember the exact name, Airport Express something. But what happens a lot of the time in Europe, particularly, is you see the flight, the crews that are putting the people onto the plane at the gate staff are hawking around, taking roller bags off people. So I stopped using it because obviously I don't want that taken off me. So this I've never ever been stopped with, ever, and it fits an insane amount of stuff in it. Insane amount of stuff. They do a bigger version, but I went for the 24 because it was going to be safer and not arouse suspicion. The Timber backpacks are different to a lot of other camera-specific backpacks in that they're designed more like outdoor hiking backpacks. The way the weight is spread around is fantastic. So it has a proper padded waistband, which you can take off because it makes it look bigger. So when you're flying, you put that in your hold bag, and then it looks like you just have to kind of act and walk in a jaunty way so that it's not there. Doesn't look like it's heavy. Jaunty. So 360 asking, you fit a C200 EOS sight and lens in there? Yes, I do, and a laptop, and it weighs about 20 kilos, and no one's ever weighed it at an airport, not once, because it looks small. So that's why I went for that. It's a great backpack. I recommend it thoroughly. When I was taking the piss earlier, Caleb, with you having media cases, this actually comes with one, which is really good, and it's on a lanyard. So you can take the thing out of the pockets on the front, and it never gets that. I never ever detach that from my working bag, so that I never leave it where it's on a job. Basically, it's a great backpack. I wish they would sort out the zips on some of the side pockets. They're really deep, very long side pockets. Go the full length of the bag. You can put even gimbals in there. It's crazy. And a laptop pouch. I just wish they put garages for the zips so that it would stay a little bit more waterproof. It does have one of those pull over waterproof things, but it's a pain in the arse. I just wish it was a little more waterproof from the off. I'm
gonna be voice of reason here, Ben. We have 9 pages of stuff to get through, and it's 3:35.
All right.
You spent 20 minutes on the backpack. Okay, I'm just kidding.
The rest of it's going to be fast, right?
Is it?
So the Sigma 14, the Sigma 14, it's a great, for the still work that I do a lot of interior stuff, and I need a big wide, and Sigma 14's great. I don't own it, but we've come back to us.
Oh, so have you? No. Have you ever used it? The 14. Have you used it, Caleb? Because I've always been interested.
I've read a lot about it.
I'm definitely getting more interested in wider lenses, but I'd be interested if people in the chat have actually used it at all.
But I will quickly tell you that I used the Rockinon or Samyang 14 with the AF on, and it feels nasty and plasticky, but it's so sharp. It's a really good lens.
You got to get yourself one of those Leiawa 12s someday.
Oh, come on.
I'm so interested in those as well. But the reason I've gone for the Sigma, if we go on to the next page, is because I have more Sigma and it all needs to match. So I've gone for a 24, a 35, a 50. Right, done. Next page.
Good night.
Whoa, okay, here we go.
Come on.
So, and an 85. Oh, hey now. Hey now. What is going on here?
Take one, take two. Oh, just kidding. We got to wait for day and a half for it to cool down here.
Oh,
it's not over yet. You got a lot of pages.
Yeah, we can't.
So hold on.
With the new firmware and for the way that I would be using this camera, the overheating I don't think is going to be a major issue for me for this particular the scenarios that I'm imagining using this kit for. So I don't think it's a major issue. I have faith that things are getting better with this. There's all sorts of hacks that you can get around this, certainly in terms of the cooling down time.
That's for sure.
Which I don't really want to use. Yeah, but it's for stills particularly. This is a very good camera. So if we're doing a little bit of both, I think this is a good way to go. So underneath that, I've got a pair of batteries, which are the generic and not the Not the highest spec one that comes with the EOS R, but it'll still run on them. It'll be fine. And I've got 2 sets of those.
Yeah.
So that's 4 batteries plus the original. And if we move to the next page, we may see why. I can't remember which order I put things in. Right, lens adapters.
Oh,
so we've got this is the one with the ND, variable ND filter.
Love that
I've also
one.
got the circular, and I've also got the circular polarizing drop-in for the same adapter because we're doing stills. And that is something that I use a lot for stills work. So it's important. You can also get a clear filter for it, which drops in because I think the ND, the lowest setting is 2 stops. So if you want the thing clear, you need to get the clear drop in. But it's actually cheaper just to buy a standard adapter because the drop-in's at $120 opposed to $99. Go figure. Next.
Yep. Okay, here we go. That's Clay. You can run the R5 on regular LPE6s. It's just there's been 2 other generations of batteries that have come out that have higher capacity. So it will in fact run on the older batteries if you wanted to. And I've done it. I've tested it, and it works. Okay, so memory time.
Right, so 228 gig cards because for the formats that I'm going to be recording in, that's fine for this. I have got a 2 terabyte Angelbird's CF Express card purely because I was trying to spend some money. And if you've got the capacity to do RAW, then you want to be able to shoot it occasionally. Maybe I don't know. I don't feel that would be something that I was going to use very often.
It's actually. I'm going to step in here. It's brilliant in DaVinci Resolve, and you have a tremendous amount of control. There's still some hiccups in terms of how it's interpreted, because right now it's interpreted as Cinema Raw Light, so it tries to convert you to basically Canon Log 2 and Cinema Gamut.
Yeah.
But you can change it in DaVinci Resolve, and you can get it all matching up to the way the camera is, and it plays back beautifully. And I think you're smart to have that card in the bag for that camera.
Okay. Well, thank you. Small HD 502, small monitor, keeping things compact, but great to have. And again, sort of taking up some budget. And my batteries that I have for the camera also fit on that. Next. Headphones, obviously. Smart Lav.
Oh, I forgot headphones.
Yeah, never mind. And the Video Mic NTG, and this is a kit that also includes the what's it called?
Wireless Go.
The
Wireless Go.
The Wireless Go.
Yeah, it's all to there.
So you can use that one, and also I can use the Rode Smart Lav with the Wireless Go. So rather than relying on its internal mic, so I've got options there for both. I think with the budget left over, I'd get some cable made so that I could actually run 2 channels into it and have a lav and the shotgun in. But
Okay.
Yeah.
Next.
$5 for you. Splitter done.
Exactly. Yeah.
Weeble.
So the Bumblebee's Industry Lav covers the outdoor ones. Really good. I bought a set of these recently and paid more than that for the shipping from Germany to the Czech Republic, which is next door, and it took a fucking week. Anyway, so yeah, the Weebill S. Love this thing. I've been using it a lot, and it fits. I have the bag right next to me here, the Timber bag that we have been talking about, and the Weebill S fits into a little pouch on the front of the bag. So it takes up almost no room. I find I can get really decent, stable, nice footage with that I could never get with the Ronin M, which I've had for years. So I think at $400, it's a great buy and something worthwhile having. And then underneath that, I have the Elastilite Halo, which Jem, you I think told me about. And
yes, I use it. In fact, that's just so you know that Halo is. I've got 2 $12.99 lights bouncing into a Halo right now. That's how I'm keying myself. So there you go.
Okay, well that's good. So bounce or diffusion on that as well. Next page.
But did you get the diffusion panel for it? Oh, you do. Okay, great. Okay, cool.
Yeah. And then the windshield for the NTG. Somehow I've not put that in the right order. I've also got the Aperture MC. Yeah. And the Aperture F7, we've talked about that a million times. It's been in
all hail the F7.
All hail the F7.
So I figured we weren't doing lights, but if I just need to put a little bit of something in, then I've got that and the MC that we can just flood the background with something just to give a little bit of interest. And the last page, because we're talking about stills, I have a pair of speed lights and all with the two reflectors. I can get those off camera, so they're off camera flash. There's the control unit that goes on the camera.
Yeah.
And then you've got the two a master and a slave. Well, no, the master is the controller, and then the slaved units, and you can have those way off camera. You can do all sorts of interesting stuff with that. So thinking about the stills quite a lot on this challenge as well. And that's my kit. And I honestly think that is a great kit that I would seriously, if I had $15,000 and I was putting something together to start a business doing this, I would buy exactly that. Yeah. It wasn't just for this challenge. I was doing it thinking this is actually a hugely versatile kit, and it does all fit in that bag. I promise.
You got
and it's about 12
nice
kilos.
Balance of video, photo right there.
You do. I mean,
you're giving me a hard time about weight.
But only a single camera.
Thick boy lenses.
Yeah, they are.
No, they're not. Most of them are half a kilo, less than half a kilo. It's only when you get to the 85 that's over a kilo. The rest of them are half a kilo or less.
Really?
I added it all up. Yeah, I was about 13 kilos.
I regret not putting speed lights or in my kit, because I definitely took the same viewpoint as you. I'm going to go in. I'm giving away the camera from the beginning. It's no secret because it's just time. I just did high to low in terms of my kit, so it's all over the place. But let me get through it because it's 3:43 here on the West Coast. Here we go. So we're starting.
Oh my God.
Why are you laughing at me?
Just you threw a MacBook in there too.
Well, I had 15 grand, and I was thinking, okay, so I'm traveling, I'm doing work, I might as well have the whole workflow, right? So I've got a 13-inch MacBook in there, the highest end one I could. We're doing a Fuji X-T4, which I have now put through its paces, and I would say is a very capable both stills and video camera. And I've done a fair amount of work stills with that camera. I'm getting the kit with the 16 to 80 because I want sort of a workhorse that I can use for video, and I want to have a little bit more reach. It's an f4 all the way through. And then I have this kooky little kit over here, as you can see, which I can't even read because I'm blind. What does that say? I can't even. I'm such an idiot. I can't see it. What is it? Oh, I'm going to make it larger. What are you trying to read? The Luxley. So it's the lights. Just don't listen to me. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. So I've got the cello. So it's a 10-inch cello, and it's the viola. It's basically a double kit with batteries. It gives you all of the stuff. It's overkill, but I would strip it down. I probably just bring the two lights. I wouldn't bring the little diffusers with me. And then I, like Caleb, thought, if this is going to be a stills and video thing, I want to have options. They may not go in my bag, but I had 15 grand, so why not buy this stuff and then have some options? So that's the Peak Design carbon fiber tripod, which I thought would be pretty interesting. Cool. It's really tiny. And then you'll see here that I have the Laowa 9mm. That's the 0D. This lens is great. I think it's great to have in the kit. And
it's such an interesting thing. I'm very interested to try it. I'm also really interested that you've also got a laptop and a tripod, both things that we didn't need on the first page.
Well,
we had way too much money to spend.
I just figured if I'm going to do this, I'm all single camera here. I'm taking it from the viewpoint. It's just me. So I'm going somewhere and I want to have options. So on the second page here, again, for giggles, shits and giggles, why not get a GoPro Hero 9? And it takes up no room in the bag. It gives me another... So I'm actually a two-camera kit. Yes, why not? I've got another option there. In terms of lenses, they're all tiny. They're literally tiny lenses, except for that 16 to 80, which is still not big. So I've got a... Go ahead. No, tell me.
No, I thought you were talking about the 16 2.8. I'm like, that thing's nothing.
No, the 16 to 80. So keep going. The 16 to 80, which is the lens that I'm getting with it, is not big, but it's just bigger than these lenses. But I'm getting a 16, a 23, a 35, and a 50. I've shot with all of these. They're all weather resistant. They're a great match. And the bag that I'm bringing is not a backpack. It's a hybrid. So it's a backpack roller. I'm a little older than you guys, so sometimes I need to roll the bag instead of carry the bag. And it's the 21, so it will go in the overhead. It's obviously...
don't Don't come to Europe with that. They're going to have that off you in a second.
I can't come to Europe right now, so that's not
No,
the
that's
point.
true. All right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so I'm
fair
stuck
enough.
here. So here we go. We could do that, Chris. We could do a $50,000 business loan startup kit. That would be a great future challenge, by the way. Okay, so next page. A lot of this just has to do with having all of these options. So I've got the battery grip, which gives me the headphone jack as a dedicated, and I can do 2 batteries with the camera. I have ATEM Mini because nowadays we have to do live streams and virtual events for people, and I can do that with my laptop. Hello. And I've got Wireless Go. I've got a video mic NTG, and then of course we start to get
getting those bundled.
What?
The
Oh no,
Go
because
and
no,
the
because
NTG.
I don't like that shite mic that you have for yours. I like the better quality mic that comes with the Wireless Go. And yours is more versatile because it can also be used. Actually, it's not. I can just get an adapter cable. We're not having that conversation. I'm going to Heliopan, very ND for the 16 to 80. I love this Suray carbon fiber tripod. It goes down to 21 inches in collapse. Again, I might bring this. I might bring the Peak Design. You never know what's going to happen when I get on the airplane. This little light right here, the Lupo 700, it's 3,300 lux at like 3 meters. It's like 3 times as bright as that other cello. I wanted one light in the kit that had some serious punch that I could bounce off of something that is still tiny. Suray VA5 for the head, which is also incredibly small. I can use that on top of the Peak Design because there's an adapter later on that lets me do it, or I can use it on the monopod. Match pack for the camera. We start getting into NDs. I basically have one ND 1.2 stop for every size filter thread that I have on my lenses. So we don't need to get into that.
Okay, I was about to ask you that. Okay. So
I've got some headphones. I've got the overhead, my favorite light grid cloth, silent grid cloth. It's a 6x6 from Matthews. That's always in my bag. It lets me just, diffuse light wherever that light's coming from. Even if you just put it in front of a window, it lets you do that. What do I have up here at the top, guys? I've got a ball head. So if I want to go ball head because I'm doing stills, then I can go vertical if I want to do that. I've got my card reader, which is dual SD, and then I've got a couple more NDs. I've got an extra battery, which can go into the battery grip, which will give me 2 batteries in there, and a dual charger, or I can just go all battery on the XT4. On this page, we're getting another set of cards because I have the money to get them. Little ball head, that's really just for a grip thing. It's nothing else. It could also go onto this nano light stand if I were going to bring it, which I have put into the side pocket of that rolling bag before.
Yep,
so
it's a good time.
It does work. Getting some extra NPF batteries for that Lupo light. And then if I want to, I can power the camera off of USB-C, so I have the stuff to do that there. I've got a 32-inch 5-in-1 reflector from Impact, which has handles, so it gives me more flexibility when I'm doing stuff. Getting over to here, I've got a little grip here for that GoPro, so if I want to use it on a bike or mount it to something, I can. And then these little toolboxes from Tenber are brilliant. You can put all of the lenses that I have into that one toolbox right there, and it'll just fit in the bag because I'm going to rip all of the dividers out and just basically pack it up like that. You can see some cables here which are obvious in terms of what they're used for, and there's that adapter from Peak Design, so I can use that little video head if I want to. Getting on to the next page, a little toolbox. Again, this is big enough to fit the XT4 in if you take the dividers out. The 6x6 goes inside of the next pouch, and then those other little pouches are great for putting all the audio gear into it. Extension cable for the mic. Obviously, I need a card for the GoPro. Pancro. Hello, got to clean your lenses, take care of your stuff. I'm in Caleb territory here now. And then the other bits and bobs, so that you saw that ball head, I have the nano clamp, and you see the spigot. That just gives me something to put a light somewhere. I can just clamp it to something and use it. Always carry a gray card, got to clean those lenses, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to go quickly. Couple of clamps for that 6x6 and a cleaning cloth, and here we are. And I'm at like 14,600 or something like that, and that's my kit.
So I'm impressed with the amount of stuff, and I think that this is only possible because you've chosen a roller bag rather than a backpack. I feel you've kind of
No, I disagree. I think
diverged from the spirit
There's
of
no.
the
Okay,
He's not
we've got
putting
it.
that on his body. He's pulling that thing the whole way.
Exactly.
Okay, but wait
He
a
may have
second.
straps
Wait a
on,
minute.
but
Caleb has a
clearly never did that.
C200. Caleb has a C200 in EOS R. Look at your lenses,
Jem,
Ben.
I carry all that. I carry all that in that little
Yeah,
camera bag.
you're like
Generally.
Samwise Gamgee or something. Of course, I could get all of this into that backpack. I have two of those backpacks, and I could
It's not
for
a matter
sure do
of
it.
getting it into the bag.
Yeah, into the
It's a matter
backpack. It's
of
the fact that
having
it's
to
not a
move
You're
it
backpack.
with your
saying that that is a backpack as well. It converts. But you're telling me that your shit doesn't weigh more than my shit? My shit doesn't weigh that much. Are you kidding me?
No,
You're
I'm not
crazy.
talking about weight. I'm talking about physicality, as in the actual size of it fitting into. Like it works for you because you've gone for a roller bag rather than a backpack. It might have straps on it, but it's a roller
72
bag.
C47s, Jem?
No, that's not what
72?
it says. Wait, that's not what it says, does it?
100%. Go
That
up.
is what it says.
No, it's 24 pack.
24 pack.
No.
Okay, excuse me.
Come on.
Still,
Come
24
on.
pack, Jem?
It's the only one that... It's 24. It's the
24,
only one
okay.
that said C47, so that's why I picked him. Give me a break. I had extra money to spend. You guys suck. All right, I'm going over to David's
60
kit. You
lens
guys,
wipes.
you're such
I
an
understand.
ass.
You're not going to put all 61 in there.
Come on, you're such a butthead. Okay, wow, I see similarities here as everybody's making fun of me.
Okay.
So we're in David Carroll's. Okay, so we're starting out with a C200. We've got a 16 to 35, great lens. 24 to 70, great lens. That's a good combo for what we're looking at here. We've got... Go ahead. Let's start talking.
I was just going to say that up until the... and I can't see because it's quite a bad quality feed on, but for the NT... other than the mic, all of that is my current kit. Those lenses, those camera bodies.
Yeah, but look at the chat.
Backpack.
David has admitted that he has forgotten the RF to EF mount adapter. So, but he.
Do we need to carry on? Should we just end
banged
it
it
here?
out from work. Yeah, no, it's okay. We'll give him an adapter. I'm not getting any love, the barbarian. You are a barbarian, but back me up here. They don't know what they're talking about. That kit is a great kit, and I could fit that into that 24L. So if I switch a bag, I can fit it in both. I can fit it in Ben's backpack. He knows it, so we're done. Okay, here we go. Next, bunch of bums. Okay, here we go. Peak Design, aluminum travel tripod, very nice. F7 coming in, second person.
All hail.
What do we? So what's this bag? Camera backpack. I don't know this, Low Pro. Do you guys know this?
Mm-mm.
It could fit, though, from what I'm seeing. 2 lenses, those 2 camera bodies. It's probably the most sensible of all of us right now. I don't know about those headphones. Take a look at those Sennheisers HD25s.
They're not bad,
David. They're not bad. Okay.
The
But he had the money to do
whatevers
it.
are good.
Got cards. Okay, boom pole. And then we get to page 3. And then we have a stand. We don't have any cards. We do have cards for the C200, but I don't know if we have enough. Yeah. That's
for
right.
last minute, like today or yesterday or whatever it was. Very nice, David. And I think it's great because you picked what I picked.
Yeah, no.
I was surprised.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna. This is my recap of this whole thing.
Yes.
I was surprised that you two didn't do C200. I didn't take you guys for a one camera, hybrid situation.
And I think I was tempted. I think the thing was that I didn't want to just pick the kit that I actually have. And honestly, the C200, when you pull the handle off it and the mic mount, it fits in that little bag. And I put all of that stuff in padded cases in my hold luggage. And it does all fit in there remarkably well. Hence why kind of walking around pretending like you've got no weight on your shoulders when you're getting on a plane, because this thing's killing you. At the end of a travel day, you are dead. But it does all fit. But I kind of figured, and I have been thinking seriously recently about, are there ways to reduce that weight down? I'm not getting any younger. My body's really starting to hurt. And I think that single body, or at least it was maybe going for 2 R6s was also a consideration rather than the 5. But I figured for stills with that high resolution, maybe that was the way to go. And just getting that full set of the Sigma glass that I've got from 14 up to 85, all primes. I love those lenses so much, and I want to buy that set, and will do shortly. I think when things pick up a little bit.
Yeah, I think for me it's not that I don't like the C200. I think it's a great camera, but to me, I feel like that's a camera that I want in the studio. That's a camera that I want when I'm doing something where I have a little bit of a crew, maybe. And I'm starting to find that similarly, I think to you, Caleb, over the years, just sort of your comfort level of using Panasonic, especially GH5, GH5S, before that the GH4. I work really, really quickly with the XT4 now, and that camera is a camera that I can just pick up and feel almost as comfortable as I can with a digital cinema camera, save for the lack of NDs and a couple of things here and there. And I just feel like I can work fast, and I'm getting really clean, honestly, sharper images than I'm getting out of the C200 for sure. I mean, it's just a sharper sensor.
That is the thing. I mean, the C200, well, it's just Canon all over, obviously, that they're never that sharp, and it is always slightly disappointing, and you can pull the thing back, and the colours look lovely out of them, but that is definitely a thing. I think the Fuji stuff's great. I love it, but it kind of has this, and I can't fault your kit at all, Jem. I just feel that when you turn up to a job, there's just something about it that unless you've got a long beard and a plaid shirt and turn up on a custom motorbike, it kind of it doesn't necessarily.
Yeah,
with all its film animation.
I'm so over
100%.
that though. Like for me,
definitely
at
not
this
saying
point,
you're 20 years too old to use that camera.
No,
That's not what I'm saying.
no. I'm saying, stop it. I'm saying that I'm over that. Like whether that's a mental block or not, I don't give a rat's ass what camera I show up with now. If I have the confidence in terms of what pictures I can get out of the camera, then I have that confidence, and I don't care what the form factor is. I used to care a lot, and now I don't care because I'll just show them the picture and then say, here's what you're going to get.
I agree completely. I was only taking the piss, but I also this is the reason why I am kind of considering the C200 long term. I love it, and it's very useful having 4 audio inputs. There's nothing else really around that sort of level that does that. But just turning up with 2 R6s or an R5 and R6, there's something interesting about that in terms of just my physical well-being.
Right.
I hear something. Wait, what is that?
Yeah, it is. It's
that's the pitter patter of little children.
It's my what is it called?
That's Eric Naso. That's what it was.
The bird that,
yeah, that's funny.
All right, boys and girls, another episode in the can. Good to see you all. Way too much money for this kit. We'll figure out something. For
way
the next
too
one.
much
Maybe we'll do
money.
eBay.
But it was nice to have an easy one to do.
Yeah, it was easy for sure. But yeah, that's gonna wrap this one up, boys and girls. We all have to rush away to different activities and projects. Good to see you. See you next week. Same time.
Love to see you.
Day.
Love you guys.
Wednesday.
Yes.
Love you guys.
Love you all. Bye bye.
All the best. See you next week.